Hi folks, it's Evil here from Thundermist Lure Company. Welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm here with everyone's favorite boatless angler, folks. I've got Antonio with me today, and this is your kind of fishing right here. This is it, right?
Yep.
This fishing has got Antonio's name written all over it because it's boatless and we're going for carp.
That's right.
Okay, so my first rig, I got two different rigs going. I'm just going to show you my first rig here, folks. This is the pre-tied T-turn bait rig. It's number 5B, and all I did is just tie it on, loaded the hook up with corn. That's it. That's ready to go. And I'll show you what I'm going to run for my second rod. So Antonio, if you take a look where I cast here. Okay, there's my first one in. So that line is rigged and ready and in. Second rig. Second rig, a little bit different. This is going to be a sliding rig. So, sliding sinker rig. So I've got a Thundermist sinker slide right here. And as you can see, it's on braided line. And that's okay because that sinker slide is rated for braided line. It's very, very tough. And then I have a single swivel. And then off the swivel, I have about 2 feet of line to also a size 2 hook. And it's loaded with corn. Now the other hook on the pre-tied T-turn bait rig is also a size 2 hook, but you could also use size 4. Size 4 is not bad, but I like the 2. You can load it up with corn. And this is not the time for a thin wire hook. When you're fishing for carp, you want to make sure that you have a relatively strong hook because they are big and powerful and they will just straighten the hook out like nothing. Okay, so I've got my 2 lines in and you're running.
I'm running this slip sinker rig, but I'm going to start without a sinker.
So it's not a sliding sinker rig; it's a sliding sinker-less rig.
If you want to be technical, yes.
So you got your sinker rig there, sliding sinker rig, but you got no sinker on it.
Yeah, I'm going to try a little closer to the shore, so I can opt without the sinker. But if I'm not getting anything, I'll put a sinker on and cast it out further.
Okay, all right. And what about your other rod?
I got the same sinkerless rig.
Okay, 2 sinkerless rigs for Antonio. But like you said, you could always add a sinker.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Well, we got ourselves a beautiful, gorgeous day. Hopefully the fish bite is on. Stay tuned, folks. Oh my goodness, what a run that was. Holy. We got to pick up, folks. We got to pick up. And we got a little story too. Antonio, I got my other line in over here. So we were settled in nicely at that other spot. Just sat down. It was beautiful, nice and peaceful. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. All of a sudden, a boat came by. Another boat. 2 sea-doos. Some more sea-doos. Oh. Some more boats. Carp are very skittish. They're spooky. And with all that boat traffic that just showed up, I looked at Antonio, he looked at me. Let's just make a move. So we found a nice quiet spot, and it looks like it's produced already. That was great.
You need to reel this one in?
Yes, please. My other line. So I don't know which one hit, the bait rig or the sliding rig. I'm not sure.
I am.
You are. It was the sliding rig. No, the bait rig. The bait rig. Now, the difference between the two. The bait rig is known as a bolt rig. So you've got your sinker on there, the carp detect the weight, they pick up the bait and they take off like a bullet. So that's the bolt rig. The sliding sinker rig is more of a finesse. They don't feel the sinker, they don't feel the weight, which is kind of funny. I joked with Antonio, I said, you've got a non-sinker sliding sinker rig, but you don't really need. You could use any weight you want because they don't detect the weight. But in Antonio's case, what he's after, and you know Antonio, he's always got a trick up his sleeve. With no sinker, it's a much quieter cast. And I talked about spooking the carp. So his idea was nice quiet cast to an area, no sinker, don't scare the fish. That's why he went sinkerless. Okay, this looks like a nice carp, Antonio.
Good fish, yeah.
That's a good fish. Oh, yes. And he's still green. He is still green. Folks, these are big, powerful fish. I wasn't joking when I said do not use thin wire line for these fish. Especially if you get a big one. You get a big one, look out.
Thin wire hooks, right?
Thin wire hooks are just, there's no place for thin wire hooks for carp. Perch fishing, yes. Carp fishing, no. I don't want to. He's going to take a run. I know he is. He's still relatively green. Oh, that's a good carp. Yeah, that's a good carp. Gotta be careful right here. We lose a lot of fish close to shore. He's heavy. I've got some pressure on him, but I can't put too much pressure on. Although I am running 20-pound Thunder braid today. And then of course, the bait rig comes with 25-pound fluorocarbon line, so that's plenty strong. So I'm not concerned about that. Oh man, these are strong fish, folks. You know, we got our little net here. We're gonna land them. We'll land them. Salmon net would be better for carp, right?
It works.
It works. Oh my, we got all rocks here, so we'll have to place our mat somewhere, assuming I'm gonna land them. See if we can get a, oh, look at this fish, folks. Oh. He's just, there he is. Okay, I think I might have tuckered him now. A little bit of a swirl there. And he's coming in, Antonio. And now he's going out. Oh, that's a long fish. That's a big, long carp. Look at this carp. Oh. No, we got to get him head first in that net. Yeah. Not quite done yet.
A little closer.
All right, and I'm going to guide him right into you. Maybe. There we go.
Good fish.
That's a, look how, I got to show you the tail on these fish, folks. Big, powerful, wide tails, and that's where they get a lot of their strength from, eh? Okay, so we're going to get this fish off the hook. We're going to leave him in the water. Actually, I'll take the hook out right in the net. We'll keep him right in the water. Won't even take him out of the water. Grab a quick photo and a release, and we'll get him right back in. But I definitely want to show you this carp and that big, powerful tail. Okay, that's a beautiful carp. Look at this tail. I can't turn him. I can't turn him maybe a bit this way. I don't know if you can see how thick that tail is, folks, but that's a big, thick, powerful tail right there. They get a ton of strength from that tail. Hey, Antonio?
It's a really nice fish.
That's a beautiful carp.
The move paid off.
It did. It did. Okay. He gave me a nice bite and a nice fight, and now I'm going to reward him with a nice release. I can barely get my hand around that tail. Okay, Mr. Carp. And away he goes. A nice, beautiful, subtle release. You gotta love it.
Nice.
Very nice landing job, Antonio.
Thanks.
Very nice landing job. But you know what, folks? Carp fishing. This is what it's all about right here. You get the opportunity to catch big, powerful fish that'll give you a nice bite and a nice fight. You'll have a riot. If you've never tried it, give it a try. Antonio and I are gonna rebait up, go back in there again. We got about another, half hour left?
Yeah.
We only had a little bit of time today, but we said let's get out and do some fishing. And I hope wherever you are, you get out and do some fishing too and have some fun. Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. I loved it. That was
Good
great.
fish.
Nice run, good fight, great fight. Absolutely love it.